Steven, welcome back. Check our Patreon for our bloopers because we had a pretty good one there. So Angelina apparently is shocks a whole train station in London. That's all we know.
And she's singing Back to Black. You know who sings Back to Black?
It's either Adele or Amy Winehouse.
It's Amy Winehouse. So my nickname of Amy Juice Box for Angelina Jordan, more apt than ever. Feel free to comment below and admit that I've been right for years.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I know this dude. I see him on Instagram all the time. Yeah.
Seriously? Oh yeah. Okay.
Can I sing?
Clearly an Amy Winehouse song. I listened to that piano.
He left no time to regret. Kept his days wet with his same old same bag. In my head high, in my tears dry, in arm without my guide. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her. I go back to. I go back to. I love you.
What?
Is that enough? You love low and I love her. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her and I go back.
Was this a setup?
No. They're in the UK. This guy does this all the time.
Okay.
His whole channel is dedicated to I play songs and then shit happens. That's what this is. Now, do you want to say Angelina Jordan found this guy out or stumbled upon this guy and said, "Oh, here's my chance to do a thing"? Sure. But if you watch this guy's channel, that's what it's full of. It's full of Asian kids who walk up with their violins and go, "Do you know blank?" And he goes, "Yes." And then they play together, and then it's a bunch of reaction shots from the people around. It's the internet. Like he puts out a video every day, and every day it's basically a variation on the same of a bunch of people going, "Oh my God, I can't believe how good she sings," and "Oh my God, oh my God." So no, it's not a setup. But it is what it is. It's, you know. And by the way, like I don't know how many apologies would make me feel good from people.
Oh no.
Because I've been saying she's like a mini version of Amy Winehouse since the very first time she sang. And listen to people go like, "Oh, you don't know what they're totally different voice." Like, clearly Angelina Jordan worships at the feet of Amy Winehouse, first of all. That is not the most common, that is not one of the big hits of Amy Winehouse. And to sing Amy Winehouse in England is a whole different thing, you understand. They know Amy Winehouse in England. to the point where the horn player knew what to play. Okay. The horn player knew what to play because she's so commonplace over there, right? So, yeah. And again, it was never meant as an insult, the opposite. If I had to pick somebody to sound like, if I was a woman and a singer, like you know, Amy Winehouse would be in the top 3 of people I would want to sound like, right? So, pretty awesome stuff. Angelina Jordan rose to the occasion. I honestly thought I wish they would have up tempo the song just a little bit. If I'm being honest, I think they dragged it out just a little bit. I think if they up tempo that song, that I think it becomes a much better song to sing off the riff like that. But in any case, yeah, pretty great stuff.
She sounded exactly like Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, she always has, by the way. I'll take an apology from you as well. Like,
oh no!
I mean, I do get tired of being right all the time. Like she's Amy Winehouse. I don't know how else to say it. Every song she sings sounds like Amy Winehouse. She could sing "Row, row, row your fucking boat," and she would sound like Amy Winehouse singing "Row, row, row your boat." I mean, it would be like that's how it would sound. It's just the tenor of her voice, the way that she wants to sing. I guarantee if you looked at an interview with Angelina Jordan and she was being honest, she would say like Amy Winehouse was the first singer she probably fell in love with.
Absolutely.
So,
and if I could say this in the most appropriate way possible, she looks amazing. She looks like a star. And she just needs the right, I mean, she just needs the right people writing for her. To take the next step. But they're taking their time, and she's got time. Now, could she be the Amy Winehouse that didn't get hooked on drugs, or did Amy Winehouse getting hooked on drugs kind of help her become the legend that she became because she sang about her pain?
well, that's just it, right? You're saying like, oh, she just needs the right writer. The problem is the expectations are that you sing songs that are a reflection of your life, even if you're not writing them, right? And there's a reason there's Taylor Swift, and then there's 5 billion young women who didn't make it. And it's not just because Taylor Swift tended to write her own stuff. I think it's finding your groove and finding what you are as an artist in anything is the most difficult thing. Who's Angelina Jordan? I don't know. When you start early, I mean, I know you have a predilection towards these like singers who started when they were like young teens and all that stuff. The problem with that is if it stops you from living, then you really have nothing to sing about except for the most like bubblegum pop surface stuff, right? Adele is Adele because Adele was in pain when she released her first album. And it's not just that she has a great voice. She does have a great voice, but she was, there's just a difference when you're singing from a place with depth within you. And it's just really hard to do otherwise.
Because mistakes make you who you are, and they shape who you are.
And it's not impossible. I mean, did Britney Spears became a star singing bubblegum pop nonsense, right? But it was really catchy bubblegum pop nonsense. But I think there's a reason people feel an attachment to her as well in the modern day. It's just sort of this idea of, boy, she sure paid a price for that fame. And she was another one who was sort of caught up without knowing. Like, I'm reminded of this quote that maybe you kill the butterfly by helping it out of the chrysalis. meaning struggle is part of it. So to answer your question, which is a good question, does Angelina Jordan need to be drugged out drunk and suffer in order to be a great artist? To a weird extent, the answer is yes. That doesn't mean she has to go through that level of pitfall. And if you've ever seen anything by Amy Winehouse, I'm obsessed with Amy Winehouse. So I've watched every documentary about her. And what you realize is every single person in her life was using her. And they didn't care that she was strung out. They didn't care that she was drunk. In fact, they encouraged it because all of their livelihoods depended upon her. So they just plied her with whatever they had to and shoved her out there to keep singing. Because her boyfriend and her family and everybody was basically sponging off of her. Now, I don't wish that for Angelina Jordan. Seems like she has a very supportive family and all that stuff, and it's great. But at what point, if being an artist is about sharing yourself and connecting with an audience, if what you're sharing is, yeah, I really want to be a singer, so what? Everybody wants to be a something.
Yeah.
That's not enough of a thing. What's your vision? What's your connection? Why am I going to follow you? What makes a Swiftie is because what Taylor's singing about connects to them on a level. And it bonds all of them together. And the fact that everybody's trying to make their fan base into the Swifties, I think they're missing the point. They're putting the cart before the horse, right? You don't get to name your fan base because your fan base has to organically happen first, and then they name themselves. So I can be clever and come up with names of stuff, but at the end of the day, like, what does Angelina Jordan need to do? She needs to live, and then she needs to write her own stuff, even if it's terrible. And then other songwriters can, like, what's her viewpoint? Who is she? I have no idea. That's what's got to change. Can she sing? Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have the balls to sing in public? Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
But now the most important question that we ever ask is one we start asking at age 2, and that's why. Why? Why should I care? Why are you doing this? Why should I be interested? So,
well, we're gonna hopefully find out at some point, because right now she doesn't like war, she doesn't like homelessness. That's not really, I mean, she spends so much time with her family. I'm talking out of my ass, but I don't even know if she's had a boyfriend because but we'll see. We'll see, Stephen. Let's move on. Guys, Stephen speaks his mind, and you're probably angry at him right now because you always get angry.
Why are you angry with me? Because I'm stating my opinion. I don't give a fuck. Like, look, like, you love Angelina Jordan, want her to be a star. Going after people like me doesn't do anything. I'm not an industry insider that's going to make or break her career. I'm not going to shape public opinion about her. I'm just stating what I see as an obvious truth, which is until she has a viewpoint as an artist that's like look at Brett. Brett tried so hard, right? She doesn't like war. She doesn't like homelessness. As opposed to who? What? Prince back in the day, who was like, "Ooh, homeless people, I hate them." Like, I mean, like, what? Like, who doesn't have those viewpoints, right? And if the answer is, well, she really hates it, I'm like, well, then why doesn't she sing about it? Oh, who knew? Yeah.
She loves family. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that you're right. Okay, I'm just embarrassing myself at this point.
I mean, I get it. You have Angelina Jordan fans to cater to. I don't, but like I want to see some comments below.
Me too.
What's the viewpoint? Explain it to me, because I don't know. I'm an Angelina Jordan outsider. I've just been right about everything when it comes to her. So comment below. Like, do you feel like she's being held back? That's why she hasn't made it big yet because somebody's holding her back? Or do you think that there's actually missing pieces right here? Which would be my contention. You haven't made it big yet. There's missing pieces. You clearly have a fan base. You clearly can sing. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying everything. All those are positives. So
Comment
what's the
below.
next step?
And then what's going to happen is, if there's enough comments, I just give Steven the questions or the comments, and he answers them. We do a 5-10 minute video. Sometimes it ends up being an hour of you we going back and forth. So we will.
I mean, this is what, Angelina Jordan fans love Angelina Jordan. They love talking about her. A perspective like mine, I would find interesting, right? I learned more from the people when I ran my own pro wrestling company. I found more. I got more out of conversations where people are like, "Well, yeah, but what you guys are doing is wrong because blank." Cool. Now we can talk about it. You shouldn't have a wrestler that's got this kind of gimmick because it's not whatever. Okay, cool. Let's have a discussion about that. That was way more useful than people just going, "You're a genius," or "This is great." Great, that's awesome. Keep buying tickets to the show. That doesn't do anything for me though. Like,
I love the show. You did great storylines, and the matches were great. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's great, but what is that? I mean, is Angelina Jordan, is her talent so limited and shallow that any kind of thing that could be perceived as criticism really makes you feel endangered as a fan? I wouldn't think so. I would think you would just go, well, maybe this guy doesn't get it. That's the worst thing that you can say. Okay. Or is what I'm saying valid? That Brett's contention that, she just needs the right songwriter. My contention is she needs the right view. She needs a viewpoint.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think she needs the right songwriters to mix in with her telling us who she is. I totally agree with you. Okay.
Send her the bird song, bro. Send her the bird song.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what did I just do? Okay. We will be right back with a little Gabrielle Enrique. It's just going to be a 1-minute video, and I think
she's
doing some jelly rolls. So
what?
Yeah.
It's wild.
All right, we're Brett and Steven with the Peace and Love Reaction channel. Get your comments below. You know you're still watching. Get them. I'm just kidding. Get them. Get them.